Hey, welcome back. Hello there, welcome back. I want to continue another manifestation story with you. And if you were going to ask me, obviously, why do I talk about manifestations or um, why is it that maybe I'm dressed in the same shirt? Obviously, it's because I love mindset. As a high performance mentor, that's what I think about all day. That's what I talk about all day. That's what I teach. That's what I mentor. That's what I coach about. Mindset. So I'm here because I wanted to bring you another manifestation from my personal life to show you the importance of decision and how decision can be done and where is it done and how is it done. Through my personal manifestation, I'm going to break things down for you so you really have the ins and outs of manifestation or using the laws of the universe. I mentioned in the previous video two manifestation stories, one personal and one of my friends, on the power of decision. And if you have not watched those, I would encourage you to go and watch them. But in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the power of knowing what you want. And even though you know what you want, you go against it. Again, you go against it. So for me, if you check out my profile on LinkedIn, you're going to find out that I did work very close to an interior designer. And that was a time when I began to adapt this liking towards color and texture and learn how to put things together, how to design a home and how to put colors together. So I fell in love with the industry of interior design. I also fell in love with, for example, having gold leaf in my ceiling, having Venetian plaster walls in my hallway, having chandeliers with crystals and Swarovski crystals, and having restoration hardware furniture and chandeliers. And those are some things that I picked up on. Okay, so I began to identify myself with what I've liked. Well, one day I've heard Lisa Nichols talk about thinking about or imagining your home. If I remember correctly, she said that she knew this, she had this knowing that whatever you're touching, it can be yours. It's as if whatever you're claiming or whatever you want to identify yourself with, it can be part of your life. So she went to her friend's house. She was young at the time. She went to her friend's house and she began to touch things in her parents' home because of her knowing this idea and claiming as if I want this and I want this and I want this and I want that. And I think she went further to say, well, what would you like? What would you like? Can you imagine your home? So that evening I went to bed, and I have never used my imagination on purpose before. You can find out in my previous video how I used it against myself, and this is no different. Many times we know what it is we should do or want, but we go against it. We hurt our own selves because we don't feel deserving enough to have exactly what we want, to have the desires of our heart. So I remember thinking, okay, but where do I start designing my own home? Like, where would I even begin? So I said, okay, I want to start in the kitchen. So I've made a decision. I asked the question and I made the decision. I want to start in the kitchen. Wow, where in the kitchen? And I remember thinking, well, I want big windows. I know that. I want a big island. Oh, I know that. There was no debate if, it's as if this was not very specific to me. But this is when it became very delicate and my mind went into a frenzy. I had choices. I had to think about the countertop, the color of the countertop. Being in interior design, I knew the many design styles. Oh, and selection and choices, it just made my mind crowded. So what I saw was this original ordinary color, which is beige with brown. And if I tell you right now, obviously your mind is going to go there, so you know what I'm talking about. And I thought, well, this is so ordinary. I said, no, that's not what I want. Then I saw this 2-inch dark black marble, and I thought, wow, that against white cabinets. That's too drastic. I don't want black and white like that. It's not me. And then I thought, well, I really like Carrara marble, Calcutta marble. That's just beautiful. And then I said, nah, I hesitated. I pulled back because it was the desire of my heart. I began to doubt it. I began to fear. Doubt or fear. I don't know if I'm gonna, what's the likelihood that I'm gonna get that? I'm like, no. So I said, okay, but I want gray. And in my stress, I made the wrong decision. In this debate that I had in the mind, I made the wrong decision. So what did I say? Well, I just want this gray. I guess it's all over like this. And I saw a 1 by 1 foot countertop. And I remember with my imaginary hand, I kept rubbing on top of it. And I said, yeah, it's as if I was trying to make the decision. I kept rubbing it, right? Like a Aladdin lamp. Now that I think of it, it was like a Aladdin lamp. Just kept rubbing it and looking at it. And I fell asleep. Well, 2 weeks later, I've met my partner. We've entered into a relationship. It was only 7 months later. I was looking at a picture of the kitchen. I was taking some pictures and I looked at the picture and I saw the countertop. And I said to myself, where did I see this before? I go, oh, wow. I saw this in my imagination. This colored marble, I saw it in my imagination. It's as if my eyes were open and I go, whoa. Like, where did I see this? Because there's no mistakes in the places that you end up in. Even to today, I ask myself, who manifested me here? Did I manifest myself here? Because if I didn't, someone else did. You see what I mean? I began to think of life in a different way. But I want to show you in that mind, when we have confusion about something, we're going to make the wrong decision. I want to encourage you to make decision or come into agreement with your desire, exactly what you want. Give your heart your desire. Give your subconscious mind clarity as to what it is you want, because the subconscious mind doesn't say, well, this is too big or this is too small. The law of relativity says there's nothing big or small. These are the laws of the subconscious mind. They're helping you to go after what you want, not what you think you can get. I was going after what I thought I can get. I did not go after what I wanted. And what happened? I did get what I decided upon, but it wasn't something that I truly wanted, right? So I want to cause you to think about what is it that you want rather than what do I think I can get. If you're going after a job, if you're going after an SP, if you're going after money, if you're going after a multimillionaire, no, I did not go after a multimillionaire. Okay, the way I've attracted him, there was no multimillionaire in there. But I share more about that in my program. So it's like, what is it that you truly want? Because the universe will give you more than enough. That's its tendency to give to you more than enough. If it's negative, it'll give you more than you ever imagined. And you can watch my previous video on that. If you think of positive, it'll give you more than that. That's called self-love. You are God. Love thy God with your mind, whole heart, body, and soul. Do you love yourself enough to give yourself exactly what you want? This is how I don't know why it comes like this to me, but this is how you worship yourself. I don't want you to take this in the wrong context. But if we are called to worship God, you're supposed to honor. That's what it means. Not worship. Honor your own desires. Stay in integrity with your own desires or decision. Stay in integrity. Stand firm on what it is you want. No, I don't like a black countertop. No, I don't like to wear this. I would rather wear this. Don't allow your partner, don't allow your friends, don't allow your family to tell you what it is you should like. I know as parents we have this tendency to tell our children what they should like. I fall into that trap many times, but don't go like that. Ask them, teach them to make decisions and the power of decision. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you for being here, and with gratitude always, I'm Luminita.